Hi everyone! So recently I sold a few units in just 2 weeks. The funny thing is before I took over, the agents were sitting on these units for about 3 to 6 months. They had maybe about 2 to 5 viewings in total, that's it. For a couple of the units that I took over when I stepped in, I had actually 20 plus inquiries, 15 viewings and more than 4 offers received. So in this video, I'm going to share with everyone how a change in marketing strategy actually helped my clients get these results. So the reality of today's market is that 2 to 3 years ago, it was more of a seller's market. Even if your price was high, you could actually just wait till the market caught up to the price. Because prices were actually climbing so fast, essentially, sooner or later, the market would actually catch up to the price that you actually wanted to sell at. And at the time, buyers didn't really have that many options, so units actually moved a lot quicker than today. However, today, it's a bit different. A lot of HDBs, a lot of condos have actually collected keys, a lot more supply into the market. Buyers have plenty of choices. Essentially, every weekend, if I bring out a buyer today, we can maybe arrange 5 to 7 viewings back to back. 2-3 years ago, this could never happen. That means what worked 2 to 3 years ago doesn't really work today. And we have shifted into a buyer's market. So to me, strategies must change as well. So the first change we made in our seller's guide was actually pricing strategy. So what many agents are doing is that they just agree to whatever the seller's high price is, they just agree to that. However, so when the price is off, the inquiries are dead. No inquiries, no viewings, no offers. Straightforward. Instead, what we actually do is we position for a correct market price. How do I determine this? Essentially, it's not underpricing. It's not having a fire sale. Essentially, it's pricing where we can get the most amount of buyers so that they can create that competition and we can get the highest possible price for our sellers. Because at the end of the day, that's our job, to get the highest price possible for our sellers. So strategy number 2, negotiation. This second thing is how we actually handle offers and negotiations. So here's what I tell my clients. Every seller wants to sell high, every buyer wants to buy low. That's completely normal. So even if an offer comes in low, I never ever reject it. For example, I had a $1 million listing. First offer came in $820,000. For a lot of sellers, they'll say, forget it, that's just way too low. That's ridiculous. However, what I told my seller is that don't get emotional. Let's negotiate. Let's see how high I can push up the buyer to. In the end, we closed the unit at $980,000. That's $20,000, a bit off the asking price. To me, to seller, that was a good price. My rules are simple. First, every offer is a good offer because it gets the ball rolling. Second, my job is to get as high a price as possible for my seller. And third, my job is to protect my seller's interests and get them the best possible price. The third strategy is how we market our units today. So gone are the days where our home tours were 10-minute long, 2 minutes in every single room, 2 minutes in the living room, 2 minutes in the kitchen. An entire home tour video lasted 10 minutes. Today, that's not what the consumers want. That's not what's trending on socials anymore as well. So now we shoot what consumers want. Fast-paced, TikTok-style videos. Punchy, engaging, and easy to watch. We also do collaborations with more of our agents so that we can get maximum exposure, and we also run ads with these videos as well. So here's why it matters. Higher exposure equals higher viewership, equals higher number of inquiries, higher viewings, and hopefully higher offers. Essentially, that's what we're fighting for again. How can we try to get a best price for our sellers? So that's the formula we live by. And that's exactly how in just 2 weeks, we turned a unit that couldn't sell, a unit that only had 2 to 4 viewings in a couple of months, into 20 inquiries, 15 viewings, and more than 4 offers. So if you're a seller that's been stuck with no results, or if you're an agent that's getting stuck with your resale listings, not getting the results you want, remember, the market has shifted. What worked 2 to 3 years ago isn't working today. But with the right pricing strategy, negotiation, and marketing techniques, this is how your units can be moved faster. Now, what I've shared with you today is just 3 new strategies on how we're actually moving our units a lot faster. In our LTD Sellers Guide, we actually apply 9 proven marketing strategies on how we actually help our clients get the best price possible in the shortest period of time. So if you'd like to find out what the other 6 strategies are, feel free to hit me up and I'll share with you the rest. And if you found this video useful, remember to like and subscribe and share this with someone who hasn't had that much success with one of their units. Thanks for watching. See you.